Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Group podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back with another review. Today, we are going to take a look at Silo, episode number 4. This is season 2. Obviously, we're in season 2. The Harmonium. Right now, IMDb gave it a 7.7.
That's way
7
too low.
points. Oh my God! I'm like, when I saw that, I was like,
That's
7.7.
trash.
Really? Where's the
That's,
7? Where's a 7 anything coming from?
that's trash, man. That's lies, yo. This show was fire today, or when it came out. Whenever we're
Is,
recording this,
is this going to be a spoiler alert?
I don't think so. We don't have to talk about books or anything that's straight out, but like a lot of fascinating things came out about this episode.
Yeah.
We learned a lot about the judge and
Oh.
Bernard. And then, we learned a lot about, Silo 18 and, what's going on with Solo with him. He seems to know a lot more than anybody who was born in the Silo should know.
Listen,
honestly.
I got my...
Well, we'll talk about that later. But,
yeah, but
I know you have a
Silo.
theory. I know you have a theory.
Solo, man, there's something up with him. He seems like he's on a spectrum, but I don't know, man.
Think he's playing a game, man. I know you think he's a plant.
Solo.
Which is not a spoiler. This is a theory we have. This is not a spoiler.
Solo. I'm telling you,
we think
Solo
is a plant.
Yes.
I don't know, because I don't know enough about that, but I will say this, that he knows a lot more about the world than anybody who was born inside a silo should know. Like just the thing he's talking about, circuses with the elephants, stuff like that. Like, I don't think they know any other animals beyond, like, I think they have dogs and cats. The few that are there inside the silo.
Yeah,
there's a dog.
I think so. Right, I did see that.
Because remember when they went up to the top, where they're supposed to go see Judicial, the black lady she said that her dogs were looking for the ball, so they know what dogs are.
Yeah,
but I don't think that, as far as animals concerned, I think that's probably it. Maybe they got like a goldfish down there. I doubt that highly, but like, saying like
some guppies.
It's not a lot of stuff,
So Solo, he was like, he's been there since. I mean, that whole uprising started when he was 12. Like, that's when it all happened. And so he's an older guy now. So he's been there by himself for that long.
Yeah,
wow,
for like 20-something years. Crazy.
So he made, he probably had a lot of things to read there, all of everything, just everything the silo is hiding.
He has access to stuff that these guys wouldn't know about that even existed.
In the vault,
he's inside the vault.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they store things in there, or he can read books, or something. There's something else in the vault. Maybe they got like a digital library or something. There's something in the vault that he has access to that, provides a big glimpse into what the world was, or what it used to be, or what it currently is.
Yeah.
It has to be.
So
surprising, but yeah.
The Harmonium is, I guess, this machine, this organ,
Yeah.
And so
look, he knows how to play it. Like, that's a big deal. Like,
yeah, he comes out of the vault and he, practices the Harmonium. So that was a kind of a cool idea to, get Juliet down into water. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I was like, I thought myself when that was happening, I was like, the line is probably going to be too short because it's so easy. That's such an easy thing to add into a story, right? Of something like that,
Here's the thing. I would have came back up and like, let's get some more rope or whatever, the pipes. We need more tubing. Sorry, we're not gonna make it. I need more tubing.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure they could have got more tubing, but she's like, "Oh, we're gonna do it this way." Like, nah, son, I'm gonna go back up and get more tubing. Like, and there's no way I can swim, but I'm not. Just no.
So she has the fire suit. She has the fire suit now, so we'll know what's going on in the next episode. But that was a pretty cool scene. So, we were talking offline how they're like not only different sets, but different storylines. That's one storyline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about Sims? Because Sims, man, he is just, what is up with him? He's thirsty, huh? Is Sims thirsty?
Sims is tired of he's tired of being disrespected by the mayor. Like, he wants to be Shadow so bad that he's wrecking shop here. Because he started the insurrection against the judge. He he's doing his own research.
That's wild,
him
wasn't
and his
it?
wife. all of the wives in the show are putting batteries in their husbands, man.
It's crazy.
If you notice that, right?
Like, go out
Every
there,
wife
make
is
money,
like,
and
get out
bring that
there.
money back home.
Start a revolution today, or you can't come back to the house. Like something crazy is going on. All of the wives are putting batteries in these dudes. All of the sheriff and Sims both got battery in them from their significant others, which is fascinating to me.
So if you think Sims is like he's just tired of being disrespected by the mayor, but he wants to
Mm-hmm.
become his shadow, right? So he's being disrespected. Now he
Yeah.
wants to become his shadow. Why not
Mm-hmm.
just okay, go along with that, become his shadow, and then at some point just like delete him. Get
Yeah,
rid
but
of
he
him.
won't let him be the shadow in the first place. That's why he's annoyed. He wants to be the shadow, so he can move up the ranks and get a better position.
But why do
That's
you
it.
think he
As far
doesn't
as I
want
can
him to
tell,
be the
that's his only
shadow?
motivation. Is
Why do you think not? Why doesn't the mayor want Sims to be his shadow?
that's a good question. I think
Mm,
we'll probably figure that out later on during this season. He'll probably give an explanation for why he can't do it. I don't know enough about Sim's character. If anything, future line is a spoiler. I don't know anything about that. So
mhm,
that anybody don't get mad about me. I don't know. I like Sim's character. I do like his character. He's grown on me considerably from the beginning because
mhm,
I like he just seemed like tough cop man on the beat, just being judicial and being whatever. But like he seems to have a heart and he's concerned about stuff and he has a right to be because like just from the storyline with Juliet, like you're learning that the silo is a
dude.
tinderbox and just
It's
the
been a
slightest thing sets
tinderbox.
this thing off and they
Mm,
have to follow these rules to the letter to get back order or it's a wrap and everyone's gonna go outside and the silo's finished. Like
mhm,
that's how close it is and they don't have enough people to stop it. So that's the
mm.
crazy part. Like you have to do it this way. You do not have
So
the manpower.
let me ask you this question, right? Who killed Meadows? Was it the mayor or was it Sims?
Oh, I no. The mayor Bernard killed Meadows,
How do you
and
know
then
that?
I think no, because she said it was the mushrooms.
Right,
It
but
was the
check it out,
poison.
right? Okay, so that's why
Yeah,
I
but
asked
see,
you
this is what I think happened. Right,
what? Okay, what?
Bernard kills the judge,
Hmm.
and then she's poisoned there, and he's like, "Yo, you got a little bit of time. Set this thing up so it looks like Mechanical did something crazy to her because they
Hmm.
get the answers they wanted." So Sims went in there and stabbed her after the fact, but I think
While she was
Bernard killed her
when
initially.
she was dead. Wow, Sims is like
Yeah,
hardcore, isn't he?
yeah. That's what I think happened. I think she
Could
was
it
dead already, and
could
Bernard
it
was like, "Yo, get in here. You
could
want
it
to be
be
my
this
shadow?
way?
Get in here."
Could it be this way, right?
Hmm.
Bernard gave her like just enough, drugs to just sort of put her out. She wasn't
Hmm.
quite dead. I mean, maybe he couldn't kill her like that because it seems like they had relations in the past, right?
They know each other very well.
Yeah.
We're being be nice about it. We're being
Right,
diplomatic here. They know each other.
right. So maybe he just gave her something to knock her out and then said, "Hey, you know what, Sims, you know what to do." But either way, if he's, stabbed her when she was dead and then maybe
Hmm.
even stabbed her when she was alive, Sims do not play around. He's just like, "Dude, I'm trying to do this." Like you said, he started the uprising. Just like,
Yeah.
wow. That is
He's a
like this
dude.
is really
He's
good,
a
isn't it?
worker bee. He's
Hmm.
out there to get the job done, man. Like, need me to stab this judge that got you, fam. Like that's what he seems like. He's like, I got stuff to do. I need to get this position so I can be shadow. So whatever you need me to do, I'm gonna do that. Extracurricular activities, whatever he's got to do, he's gonna do that too. Like whatever it
Hmm.
takes to get the job done, that's where he's at.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a fascinating character because he's so dedicated to the idea of the silo, so when you're like that, you can get suckered into doing stuff that you wouldn't normally have done. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
seems like that's a factor. Like something's wrong. I wouldn't say wrong, but like there's something about him that he thinks he's saving the silos with these little tasks that don't mean anything. Because like this is basically his ploy to get control of the silo again. Because it's like teetering right now, and the second Juliet gets back, all bets are off. What happens to the silo?
Yeah,
The second
and
she comes back over there and knocks on the door, a little bit, wait a minute, you've been alive this whole time?
I mean,
You cannot walk this back.
you think they're gonna let her in? I don't think so.
Bro, you cannot walk this back. If she walks outside and they see her on the cameras, even if it's a dystopian world version of the cameras, and they see her out there and she's knocking on that window,
the grayscale.
That's a game changer. The second they see her, that is a game changer. And this is not a spoiler. I'm just saying she's gonna get back to it's her show. She's gonna get back to the silo, and the second she does, that is a game changer for whatever happens inside the silo. That is it. Silo's done for after that.
Yeah,
I don't know how they survived it.
Bernard, he's kind of cunning too. He's just like, man, just how he moves, it's just like, I mean, I really thought, he was very convincing. I really thought that he was just going to help Meadows, put the tape on, get the right tape, go outside.
I thought he was going to give her the suit. Right? I really did.
Did you not think? Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, this guy's, man, yes, Sims know a lot, but Bernard knows everything. I think he may be, I don't know, just he may even have like major contacts with like a different a silo that's running everything. If that's the case,
100% think he's in contact with Silo 1 and whatever other silos there. For sure, he has to be.
Yeah,
like there's saying like to be that level because he's behind the veil. He sees how the whole thing's working. He has to be in contact with these other people, so he knows a lot more about what's going on in the world. Like the fact that he had the VR thing.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Meadows had a VR and Oculus. She had an Oculus, and I was just like, she was like,
Rift.
I know, and I was just like, that looks like, because remember the old ones, you had to put like the really, like you can put like one of those really big Samsung phones in it, and I was like, that looks like one of those joints, and it was just like, I was like, wow. So he showed her everything. He was like, check this out, and then he sort of, put her to rest, and I was just like, and then Sims came and stabbed her, and what did they do? They blamed it on mechanics, right? The down deep.
Well, that's the thing that they figured out that when anything bad happens in the silo, it's Mechanical's fault. Wow. They're gonna make it Mechanical's fault. That's the thing they learned.
Right. The setup, man, they set them up. I mean, that was a crash out, wasn't it? It was just like, man, it was.
Oh, for sure.
It was just like, okay, yes, we're gonna go talk to Meadow. And, Bernard and the Sims just like totally hooked that up. Bernard was like, you know what? That's happening. Maybe I can use this to my advantage, knowing that, the mechanics were coming upstairs. I'm telling you, man, there's so many different, like, the cool thing about this is the question I ask you, like, who killed Meadows? Was it Bernard or was it Sims? Now we're talking about like, okay, did, Bernard know about this impeachment thingy or not? It's so many different ways you can look at this
I don't think he knew. I think because, the whole thing with him is he's got to pretend like he knows everything. I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew everything about Judge Meadows because Judge Meadows is telling him stuff. And she's like, I can't give you the answer for that because if I tell you, you're going to have the same problem I have. Like, so he's like, no. I can't. I don't think he knew. I think there's a lot of stuff that happens in the silo. He has no idea, but he's trying to give the impression that he's all knowing and everything. Don't worry. I got a steady hand on the ship. Everything's nice and smooth. Don't worry about these icebergs. Wow. I got this. Like I think that he's doing that on purpose. Like he's trying to give everyone. He's giving everybody an impression that he understands what's happening. Everything's all good here, and that is not the case to me.
So
he's concerned. I'll put it like that.
So now we know that there is there's definitely a caste system like in the silo because we have the down deep, and they're like in the ghetto, they're in the projects, it's just like you're getting
you're not
handouts.
Coming back up.
Yeah, you're getting handouts. Let's blame everything on them, and that's like really wild that it's going down like that, and I'm just like they have no way out. No way out.
You're in the ghetto, man. That's it.
So
you ain't getting up there. You ain't moving up to middle deck, man.
Are the mines deep down deep? I mean, as well, the mines.
Yeah, I would assume the mines are at the bottom somewhere.
Okay, wow.
And they're digging the hole somewhere. Like,
okay,
seems to be that's the most logical thing is that it would be at the bottom.
Yeah. So you think they're gonna make it back down to mechanic or what?
Nah, they're gonna make it, yo. Those two guys are
Because
done.
like when he looked
Both of
down
them are
at the rest of the
done. It's a
silo, I
wrap.
was like, dude, it's about like 100 floors down. How, I mean, like, it's no elevators in this joint either, even for like
Bro.
the elite.
I would
That's
be thrown up
crazy.
in the corner after 30 floors. There's no way I do 100 floors.
Oh my
In a
goodness.
matter of minutes, there's no way.
No.
And the problem is, okay, you get down there, where are you gonna hide? Like you can't come out for air. Like you gotta hide in the corner somewhere in a tunnel. Like where are you going?
Yeah.
Like your life is over. You
And
can't. The running makes no sense because where are you going?
well, he could do this, right? They can say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, she can drop another one of those balls to turn the power off. And then if they're surrounded by, the guards, they can say, hey, you know what? I dropped this ball. The whole silo is going up in flames or something like that,
Dude,
Um,
I
I
don't think
don't.
judicial cares, man.
Mhm.
They're like, burn it down, let's go. This is the thing. There's police at the bottom of the silo. Where are they going?
Yeah.
They'll get deputies down there too. Like they just say, you don't think they're on the radio right now? Like catch these guys, they're running downstairs. They're of course where are they going? This is a wild solution to me because there's nowhere to go. You can't. I'm gonna move to a different silo. Like you have no solutions. You just
And
going downstairs to get caught.
and there are no elevators. So
Yeah, that's
everyone
what
should
I'm
be in
saying.
mad shape. Everyone should be in mad shape in the silos, huh? Because you're walking up and down, flights of stairs and everything else.
Bro, ain't no
Um,
way, man. Hey, I'm in good shape, but there ain't no way, yo.
I mean,
120 flights of stairs. No, there's no way.
that is so crazy, man. They showed Billings a little bit, right?
He's down there.
Hmm.
Basically he went down to the lower floors. I was
Hmm.
gonna say deck, the lower floors to solve the riddle about what happened, how this guy get killed, and all this
Right.
other stuff, the firebombing. He's trying to figure that out, right? And the second he does, he's gonna recognize, oh, this dirtbags from up north did this.
Hmm.
The tippy top did this. It's not an accident. These
IT.
guys are abusing
IT
their
did it.
power.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna discover very quickly. I give it. I would say the most is 2 shows it takes for him to figure this out. That this thing there's a setup, and these guys wrecked this thing. That they started it. Judicial and the mayor started it,
Hmm.
and it's all
Yeah.
a ploy. He's
Yeah.
not going to take him that long to figure this out. He seems
So
fairly competent.
that's a good point. So okay, so they were also looking for these the bodies, the dead bodies, right? And they were saying
Mm-hmm.
these bodies are gone. Yeah, they didn't even get
Yeah, as
cold.
I'm
They were
saying, like
just like gone, right?
he's already starting to put things together. Like, oh,
Hmm.
there's some fishes going on here. So I got a better question for you.
What?
How long do you think it takes Juliet to get back to the silo?
Like inside or just like outside?
Maybe for as far as episodes go,
Hmm.
how long do you think it takes Juliet to fix her suit, get her helmet, and then make the walk back to the silo? How long do you think it takes?
Um, I don't, maybe like I mean
You
I
think
can
it's season
conceivably.
finale, like episode 8, like Game of Thrones, like they used to do the 8th episode or the 9th episode be like something insane happen, and then the 10th one would be a calm down or cool down. What do you think this season this happens, or this could go into season 3 before they actually get this solved?
Okay, that's a very good question. You know what? This show, the writing is so great on this show, right?
Mhm.
Um, I was gonna say it wouldn't surprise me if she went back, the next episode, right? Or
I think it's gonna be fairly recent too.
right.
I
So
think
I think that it
it doesn't
will
have to be long.
definitely be this this season, and it's not going to be at the end. It doesn't feel like this is
I
not
hope not.
how.
It
Yeah,
better
it
not
does.
be.
Right, but and you kind of think that it won't because just how the writing is, and they're not playing around. They're not poo putting. They're not like giving us these like little
Mhm.
crumbs here and there. They're like really laying
Yeah.
down some work here, right? So I think the writing is so great here. I think maybe 1 to 3 like episodes you'll see her back there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so too. I think maybe like midway through the season,
yeah,
maybe because we're at 4, so 5 or 6, she's gonna make it back, and then it's gonna be all hell's gonna break out.
yeah.
Like
She
when
still has to
this thing
complete
is,
the suit though. She has the like fire. I don't know
well,
if she
she
has
has
a
everything
helmet.
she needs.
Even the helmet?
Well, no, she didn't cut the helmet. She just cut the suit. So her old helmet should be good. She's got to
Okay.
fill it up with air.
Does she have the right tape?
Yeah. Well, well, she knows where to get it now.
Yeah,
She
that's
didn't know
true.
about that because everything basically she discovered the silo's the exact same. So if she knows where everything is, she just gotta go there and get it.
Building on the last 3 episodes, and again, like I said, when I was saying, like, it wouldn't surprise me if she went back to the silo next episode, because the writing is so good, the pacing is so excellent. And when I saw
Yeah.
this episode, I was just like, wow, man, who is doing stuff like this, right? I'm trying to figure out a show I watched that was this sort of deep. Foundation is definitely deep. But that's also Apple TV, so you know what you're getting. I mean, so 4 episodes in, man, like, what are you feeling about this? I mean, how is it to you?
I'm loving this show so far. Like
Mm-hmm.
every episode is something exciting's going on. I'm interested in a lot of characters, which is a plus. Like if you're watching the TV show and there's like 5 characters you cannot bear to see on screen,
Yeah.
and one character you like, that's a terrible show.
Like
Like that's a
Quan.
pile of crap
Like
show. You know what I'm
Quan, you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Yeah, exactly. Here's a
Fast
character
forward.
like, oh god, this person's on screen now.
You know what I'm
I gotta
saying?
wait. All the main characters on this show, I'm when they're on screen, I'm good. I'm like, oh, this is great. I want to know more about this thing. That's the thing. If I'm interested to hear more about the show, that's good. If there's characters that they're on screen I want to see more. Then all of this stuff is great for me. So I'm super excited about this show so far, and I like the story. I know a little bit about spoilers, but not too much.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough to make me not want to watch. Like I want to see how this turns out, and they've made changes from the books anyway, so I don't think it's really spoilers anyway. And the other thing that I like, the writer of the book is he's doing the show. He's part of the
He's
show.
there on the set. That's very
He's on the
important.
set,
You
like,
know what
yo,
I'm
he's
saying?
making changes,
It's
stuff
crazy.
you should have thought of before. Like, that's great. I like that.
Right. I want to put a just something in listeners and viewers' heads, right? So they
Mm,
okay, so when they were checking out or trying to find like the 2 dead bodies, like, and they
mhm.
were saying, I think they alluded to the fact that one of them
Wait,
didn't.
this is a theory. This is a
Right, a
theory.
theory, right? One of them
Okay.
isn't really dead. He had a pulse or something like that, right? And they were like, describe him to
Mhm,
me, and it was just like long hair and a beard,
mhm,
right? And we
mhm,
saw this like 3 times, right? We see that Solo is, I thought Solo was someone from Silo 18. So I don't know
mhm,
what this long beard and long hair thing is all about, but it just seems to me that Solo, to me,
mhm.
Solo may have something to do with Silo 18. And that's it. I'm not going to say
You
anything
think he's
else.
involved in somehow, some capacity? He's doing
I
stuff over there.
Listen, Bernard knows everything. He saw where like Juliet went,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure. He saw where
And
she went.
and
Yes.
he knows like he knows I can go outside. He's like, I can go outside. I have all the equipment. I can go outside
Mhm.
and come back. He knows all that. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
so
he knows the. I
mhm,
think by him being in IT, he has to know what's going on outside to some degree.
mhm,
Because he was explaining to the judge, like, "Hey, I can get you out. Turn the screens off for a second. Say it's routine maintenance, whatever. Get
mhm,
you outside. No one can see you again. Just walk away." Like he knows stuff about working behind the scenes and doing things. So
mhm,
I definitely think he knows that you can definitely go outside and you can come back. That's doable. I think he doesn't want to because he's scared about the repercussions.
mhm.
If somebody goes outside, they're gonna be like, send more people outside because it's the human nature. We're gonna be like, it's time to explore. Let's see what happens. Let's go to another silo. Let's see what happens. Like you can't have that.
What if there was like a town center built right in the middle of all the silos, right? Where you have restaurants,
Okay, like
bars. You know what I'm saying?
there's Taco
And so when
Bell and
everyone was asleep, they
Chipotle.
all left and they were just like partying and everything. You never know, right? With this sort of show here,
Well,
right? That's what I'm saying with this show. Is so
mm,
fascinating that we have all these different storylines, and each storyline is not boring. They're very exciting, all of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, there is a secret to silo number one, which I'm not going to get into because I
Yeah.
know people can get mad if I talk about it. I'll
Mhm.
tell you offline, but there is a secret to silo one, and it's a very big secret about how they operate this thing. And because
Okay.
silo one has elevators, and a bunch of other stuff the other silos don't have. And that's what I'm saying. It's a very big secret.
That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah. I would like to see Silo 1 because I'm pretty sure it's bigger and nicer. They got couches everywhere. It's nicer.
And probably clubs too, you know. You got to have clubs in these spots. Where are people going to go and have enjoy themselves? Not necessarily clubs, but places like restaurants and anything like that.
You want to get some spice down there? Like, what are you going to do in this club? Like,
you know what I'm saying? For real. So we are here talking about Silo, season number 2, episode number 4, the Harmonium. Keo, what are you going to rate this?
Oh, it's a 9 easily. It was a great show. I was excited because here's the thing: all the stuff that happened, I want to see more about. I want to see more of the sheriff. I want to know what happens to the mayor. What's the mayor doing? I want to know what's going on with Sims, Juliet, Solo. All of these different characters, I would like to see more about them. What happens next? So for me, that standpoint alone, this is an A+ show for me, and I'm excited about the future of what's going on. Plus the little spoilers I know about the book. So like I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm super excited.
And let's not forget the doctor too. He has a story as well,
Yeah, Juliet's dad. Like, there you go. Like there's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. This episode I'm gonna give a 10. This episode was awesome. I watched it 3 times. I watched it twice back to back. And then I watched it this morning and I was just like, man, this show was just so I watched it on my iPad. Right? iPad, the Pro, forget about it. Everything, I can see everything. It's not as dark,
the HDR.
The HDR is killer, right? So, and I'm just like, this is a great show. And this episode was like ridiculous. I mean, we had, like you said, there are really solid stories, going on here, from different people. And they're all working. They're not like weak. Like you said, sometimes you want to fast forward when you see a character you don't like. There's no character in here I don't like. I am interested in Sims, even though he's an a-hole, right? I'm interested in Bernard, even though he kills his own people, And there's some the show is also sad, you have to really, there's some compassion there, when you're watching the show, because now we know what the down deep is all about. And, we were talking offline about how you can really take Silo and just put it in a really, an urban city. And you have these poor sections and you have these rich sections and you have the middle class. It's the whole thing going on here. So that's the other thing. You have the politics, the caste system, man. It's ridiculous. There's a lot going on here. So this episode, I gave a 10. Keo gave it a 9. Go check it out. It's on Apple TV+. Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.